Hey everyone, so I'm going to go ahead and do a solo run of the Rec Room original quest, Curse of the Crimson Cauldron. It's a pretty fun quest in my opinion. If you play with the full crew and you do a public server, be prepared to be friendly fired a lot. And the reason for that is this boomstick, or fire stick, or magic stick, or whatever. It does kill your teammates. This skin is something Rec Room gave us for a weekly challenge. But it is invaluable, in my opinion, to actually beat the quest. So as we go along, I'm going to go ahead and tell you some of the things I do, tips and tricks, whatnot. But I'm going to assume you have some base knowledge of Rec Room quests in general and
Press the
of
start
this
button on the scoreboard
specific
to
quest.
play.
So here we go. And I'm going to glitch this in, by the way, which you do when that thing hits 0. No.
Game on!
We did it. The only thing special about glitching in the double damage potion is that it, if you're not careful, you'll drink it from the back of your head. So you kind of have to hold it, like, up rather than on your shoulder. I don't know how you do it, however you guys do it. But when you glitch something in, even though it looks empty, it's not, make sure you carry it through a door, because it will actually create a second. See? And this one, the one that drops, is always the glitched one, so put it back on your back, or carry it if you're playing with like a shotgun and Jumbotron, if you're always holding that. And I'm going to go ahead and go for S rank, which is, I think 300,000 points. We have words. 300,000 points at the end, and so what that means, or what I'm going to do, is I'm going to attempt to break. Okay, I get it. Every pot, I will break every pot, and I have to break them myself. Meaning I can't use like an exploding barrel or anything like that. Be aware, if the birds spawn, I don't yet know, I haven't done any research, and I cannot find a pattern yet. If those two things spawn, you get more points, right? Yay. But if you shoot that red one, it bounces all over the place, and if it bounces over those rocks, all of the guys over there, there's like 10 of the shield guys with the spears, they will be triggered, and they will run over here and start to try and attack you. Now, I will say the shield is one of the most valuable tools in any of the quests that has a shield. But those spare guys poke right through, so you need to be up and away from them if you can't fight them all at once. The next thing I will say is always come around this angle when you're getting ready to shoot, because you can stand here, he's not going to shoot at you, you shoot him, and then you can shoot again and kill him way over there. And you don't have to worry about him, because those guys, they're rough times. They'll get you when you think you're safe. Now, they, those guys, those red fireballs that they shoot or whatever, while they have a giant blast radius, you can block them with your shield. You just have to be brave enough to do it. I oftentimes run away. But if they hit here, it doesn't kill you. Now, this is also a skin. But, now a perfect score with those birds is 11150. Without the birds, it's 9800. Oh, I forgot to switch and carry this, so it didn't bring a second. Or create a second. So, in this quest, there's actually a glitch, cheat, shortcut, whatever. Normally you just go through, kill all the guys, but you can also run through this wall, lean forward, and spin. Okay, sorry, sometimes it's not. There we go. Okay, come on. There we go. One more time. There we go. You lean forward and you spin through, and now you're on the outside of the map. And you can just run over there. However, you do have to kill these guys, and they'll spawn 2 more birds and I believe 2 more goblins. And then you can run all the way over here. Don't go in there, anywhere in there. Because if you do, you'll spawn creatures. If you spawn anything, you have to kill it in order to move on. If you want, you can go through and kill everything outside the map and get your points and make it through this level. But what you would do is run all the ways over here and walk forward. You're gonna run into like a wall or something. Like, see, I can't move forward. You jump up onto it, and then there'll be another one. I'm not gonna do it because I probably spawn those. There'll be another one, and then you just shoot in there. And the guys in there will not attack you. They'll come towards you because Rec Room has it so that they sense where you are and they come to that, or they know where you are and they come to that location as well as close as they can. But if they can't see you, they won't attack, just like this. They're mad, they know I am, but they can't do anything. They're not actually. I mean, these guys always swipe, but I can just shoot them. And now, see, the birds are a prime example. Like, they only shoot at you when they see you. And if you don't see me, so they're not shooting at me, but they're following me because they sense me. They're just kill them, Okay, launched that guy off the wall. Now, when you go through, I'll spawn these guys to show you. When you go through here, if you like try to go forward, and I'll show you, sometimes there's walls like over there that you have to contend with, and so like I'm right here, I can't get past it, and I can't shoot through here. And like if I come and try, like I can't do it, so you have to find another way, which is just to come around here and shoot them from here. Easy peasy. We're done. So then you can continue moving forward and kill all those people, but I don't want to do it down here because my tricks and stuff are up top. Now we have to get back up there. So I do this, and sometimes it's a hard struggle. Hold on one second. Alright, put your hands up, there you go. And when your hands are up, if you play parkour a lot, you'll know this, but Rec Room has it so it'll like pull you up. So anytime you're doing a jump, just have your hands up. And pretty much anywhere. There's no reason not to. Well, not that I can think of. So I grabbed that. I just grabbed it through the wall. It's on a barrel. Drink it. I try to get that thing with it because I find it funny. You don't have to kill him. You gotta be careful and be aware of behind you. Normally I don't run that far out there because I hold my shield with this hand. I hold it over here. Because I'm not able to see over there. And if I'm not careful, I will die. Because of that one right there. Shield. That's with that shield, I wouldn't have made it. If you're going for S rank, don't forget about these pots, because every point can count. There is a hunter's bow there and there. One of the things, and maybe you know this, that you probably should know, is you reload a hunter's bow like that, or spin it, and then it reloads. The benefit to that is you can spin 2 of them, and you can dual wield essentially. It also helps you in other places where that exists, but you only have essentially one hand available. You can still use that thing. I hate those because they're weak, and even spinning them is not a super fast reload, as well as sometimes it won't do it because maybe you didn't spin it fast enough. You do have to give it quite the spin, or you end up dropping it, which has happened this morning. The reason, by the way, I threw that double damage potion is because I only have so many hands and they're busy. Why I didn't blow up that barrel is because I need the points for this, and if you blow up or break a pot with anything but yourself, and by that I mean you can use any of your tools, but you have to do it if you use a barrel, even if it's accidental. even if it's accidental, you don't get the points. Now, you get the points if it's a bad guy and you blow it up. Okay, so I'm not sure if you saw, but again, shield, best thing ever, because those guys were literally trying to touch me. They couldn't get through. Now, this shield is also super cool because it will stun goblins. I think those are what those are. But if they're all up in your business, or you can't get past without, essentially like running, you can use this shield and like hit them with it, and they'll be all stunned, and it's great. So keep that in mind. So not only is the shield great for defending, it's great for like stunning, it's great for all sorts of fun things. Alright, so right there we've got more of those red ball, grenade, cannon, whatever you call them, guys. And I don't like messing with them, so if you get right here and you have a bow and arrow or one of these boomstick things, as you can see, he can't get here, you're safe, and you can just basically torture them to death. There are 3 that will spawn, and you need to hit them if you're using this 3 times. You can, as you probably saw, hold it, just shoot at the same spot over and over, don't adjust for it. The blast radius is wide enough that it will take them out. Now the next thing I do is I'm going to jump down there, and then I'm going to run back here, but do not go too far, because if you go too far forward, you're going to spawn guys up here, and then you're going to get potentially overwhelmed. So I do that right there, and then I just start shooting people. And then sorry. I don't have to worry about these guys yet. I can bring them when I want. Another thing I recommend is whenever you're shooting at birds and goblins, aim more at the birds than the goblins, because the goblins, you can defend with this. The birds can shoot you with one of those. My friend of you short calls them cheese balls, I think. But they can shoot you with one of those, and if they do, then you're dead. You can shield against them, but then the goblin guy can easily get you, and normally you can like shave the top of the goblin's head, and but you can shave the top of the goblin's head and kill them too. So when you come down here, you're going to spawn them. So normally I don't drink the double damage potion right there, but I forgot I had that one, and I used it so I could carry a sword. Swords are really important too, because this boomstick sometimes gets really hard to shoot. It has that delay, as you can see. Just shooting has a delay, but then to shoot again has a delay. And if you're in a tight space, if it touches the shield, it's not going to shoot. Even if it's not like fully touching it, it still won't shoot. And like, I can pull the trigger out if you can hear it, but if it's touching it, won't shoot at all. So again, you're going to lose your weapon, and you're trying to defend, so you can't move your shield out of the way. If you don't have a melee weapon, you are very likely not going to make it through. So I do drink a damage potion here. I threw that one from the water fountain over here for the purposes of this, because it kills these guys one shot. Unfortunately, with the double damage potion, you can never kill more than one guy at a time. You can hurt them, you can knock them down, but it will never kill 2 people at the same time, or 3 bad guys, even if they're right next to them. I hate the red goblin, or red birds, or whatever, because they fly all over the place when they shoot them. So I know that there's a goblin over there. I haven't shot at them. So that's why I'm keeping my shield like this. My main focus is always going to be... I guess there wasn't. My main focus is always going to be those red guys, because they shoot 5 of those balls at once. Perfect score in this level, 59,850. I should say, to my knowledge. Now, there maybe is something else that gives you points that I don't know of. I am not an expert. I just have my own method for making my way through this and getting S rank. I don't get anything for getting S rank anymore, but it is what I do. Now, my next trick or tip or whatever is start here, shoot him. He is a cannon guy, and then run over here and shoot him. And keep shooting him if you can, but be careful not to blow up anything, as you will lose some points. There's a bunch of spaces or pops or whatever. And if you notice that cannon guy or whatever showed up right there, I always try to leave one of those guys alive, because then he can chase me and I can go around and I can break all of these pots so that I don't accidentally blow them up. Because now I want to drink this on my back. And watching out for them. So, that was just a bad setup. So when you kill those cannon guys, these birds spawn. So that's how you know that you killed them. Be careful. Getting myself into a tight situation that I didn't need to do. Because I was trying to kill or to break those spots. Now, before you kill all of those birds, you need to get over here. And I say that because the next bit right here is that guy, is a cannon guy, and then all of these goblins that spawn can't get you, but they're going to conveniently run over here, just like all the other ones. Cheap, but we're trying to stay alive. There's some red guys that just spawn behind me. They also can't get me. But a lot of times they'll stop here, and you just have to like hold a shot. If you haven't noticed, when you typically the first shot only, but when you shoot these red guys, they will. Okay, so again, I tend to be too afraid to use my shield to defend against those cannon guys. But when you do your first shot against those red guys, it stuns them for a little bit. So then you can hate these guys. So then you can like run away, or you can do whatever you need to do if you're in that position, or you can just get like free shots or something. There's a guy up here. Oh. Now we know it's done because of the doo-doo-doo sound. And I didn't blow anything up here, which is cool because it gives me an opportunity to make sure I got all of the pots. As a solo run, you really don't need every pot, but be in the practice of it, so that you, when you're doing an actual run, you get them all. Another cool thing about pots, and I can show you in the next level. Excuse me, so it's gonna go a bit. That this right here is the meat sword or whatever. It works just like any other sword. I just really like taking it with me. I think everybody likes taking it, but just my go-to. But in the next level, we will go through the other things. I knew there was another one. The other things that can be done. You know what? I was wrong. 59,850 is right for the last score, but only if you don't have the birds. I missed something. I don't know. So anyways, whatever. I can never tell you the actual score for this because it's not always the same. But we're going to drink this, and I'll tell you some more stuff. Then my brain is confused. Alright, so there are witches or whatever in here. It shows you, again, I know I said that, I'm assuming you know things. But what I'm doing here, you have to use a sword. You can use a shield. That's why I drank the double damage, by the way. you can use your shield, but you have to hit twice. So you go like that, it's gonna slowly like start to go the other way, and then you hit it again to like launch it at them. So really just go like that, like just keep pushing the shield. But what I was gonna say about pots is, one, you can use them as an actual weapon to throw at these guys, and it knocks them down. If you throw it enough times, or throw enough of them, obviously it will break. But if you hit them with enough pots, they'll die. So it's a legitimate weapon too. And then the other thing is that it will work to hit those purple witch ball things fast. So you can use it when you're in a position where maybe you don't have a sword and you don't have a shield, because I know a lot of people don't carry shields for some reason. That is also a weapon, by the way. So that little double damage MP potion, MP potion bottle, is also a weapon. To throw it at a guy, it essentially is like a little minor grenade. The easiest way to kill those, by the way, is to hit their body. If you can get, like, when I was in the first level and I was shooting down on them, if you hit their body, they die right away. If you keep hitting their shield, it'll slowly kill them, but it just takes longer. This next part, I take this double damage potion, I throw my wand down there, and I'm going to jump down and turn around and drink it, grab it, and shoot. Now, to trigger these guys, you have to go past that pretend tree. And so, you want to be careful. Now, I'm trying to kill all of those before these guys come, because there's always like one random one that seems to outlive me, because I think it's when you get down to 2 that it spawns these guys. And then once these guys are spawned, or once those guys are spawned and you kill them, these guys are spawned. And then, when you kill these guys, we get our witches. I'm gonna go grab a double damage potion because I want to show you what I'm talking about. And again, it has to be empty. If it's not empty, it won't work, and you'll try to defend or whatever, and you'll die. And it won't be my fault. I told you the truth. See? Use that, which is abnormal. Let's see. Oh, I missed that. I'll show you how when you hit. See, if I don't hit it twice, it won't. So now I got too high, but here, let me. Okay, so hit it once, and then if I hit it again really fast, it shoots. I'm trying to show you, but it's not working. Hit it once. There. Had to hit it again, and then it flies. So really, don't try and do it solo like that. Just do that fast pump, and you launch it back at them. I'll try to show you a pot being used. I can do it in the next level, I think. There's no more witches here, but I don't think I can show you a pot in action for a weapon. You want to kill these guys first, because, you know, they're the stupid guys that we hate. See, I let him get too close, but did you see how he... You wouldn't have just watched him. He was stunned. Now, because I didn't kill them with the double damage potion, which I normally do, but doing everything right. You want to just basically stand back here and shoot over until you hear them all die. Okay, they're dead. But there's one over here. So I'm going to run under there, I'm going to shoot at him. Hopefully he's not shooting at me, but remember, you can use the shield if he dies. Okay, so we were able to get away though. And if he's not up there, he's right here. And if you blow up those barrels, thankfully he's not there. If you blow up those barrels and you're too close, it will disarm you, and that's what it said, was disarmed. I'm going to get those really quick, and then I'll save those little ones to try to use to kill somebody. We'll see if we can do it without killing ourselves. So I bring this over, I use this again. Thinking now, do I want to? Yeah. So wish us luck. Shoot in here, shoot these guys, just keep shooting. And now run away, because we're going to use this barrel to kill this barrel guy. Now the nice thing about it is, that didn't work. There. I didn't throw it hard enough. But when the barrel guys are coming at us, you can run around and you can chop them in the back, which is fine. I do that a lot in group quests running, but you risk dying. And again, solo runs you can't die ever. So don't risk it if you can get around it. And those barrels are perfect. Blows them up. We're good to go. When we go stand right there, it's going to spawn guys over here. When we kill most of those guys, except for like one, then it starts spawning over here. So this is what we do. We go in here. I try to just stay covered in the doorway. We keep shooting until the next group spawns. Keep your eye open for over there, because sometimes... Okay, now go over here. Because sometimes they'll come from the other side, even though they normally don't. Now we need to look for both sides. We just keep shooting over there, but we keep our eyes open on the other side. Keep our eyes on the prize, because guys will come from over there. See, there's a red guy. And there's a green guy here. So, just, they don't all always spawn right there. Like, I feel like they're supposed to, but they don't. Now, that last red guy right there will be kind of like the sign that these guys are going to spawn. Sometimes you're not able to kill him before they do spawn, but typically you can be fine. Now, this will blow them up through the wall as well, but be careful because they will shoot through the wall. So if you're standing, I'm not sure if you had seen it, but he did go through the wall. If you're standing right here as you run around it, they can stab you through the wall, so be very careful, make it all the way through. The other thing to keep in mind is that if you blow it up too soon, you may only kill one. So really, typically you want to wait until you see one, and also remember how far apart they were initially. If they were close enough, you know for sure that that other one was like right behind him, or just a little bit behind him, then blow it up and you'll be fine. But if he was significantly far behind, don't blow it up until you can see him as well, because it's got a big enough blast radius that you'll be fine to blow it up a little bit later, but you can't necessarily hit it through his body every time. So you need to make sure that you've got an angle to hit it. And not die. The best thing to do on these guys is to knock them into the green stuff, but since I was talking about doing it right, because the green stuff will kill them automatically, as I'm sure you saw the photos. Most of them died right away. I'm going to drink this because of them, and then I'm going to come up here, I'm going to shoot, but I'm going to stay out of range. The explosion helps kill them faster. Typically, I would say it's not very helpful, but it is what it is. Right here we've got a big bunch of pots there. There's more double damage potions here and there. I don't know why. And the reason I say I don't know why is because all of these birds we're going to shoot, most of them, if not all of them, fall into the green stuff. Now, I think most people know this, but you don't have to go this way. This is just a risky way. It takes forever because you have to put all those down. The easiest way to go is to simply, I'm not going to answer that call, is to simply jump up here, go over here, and then you're on the other side. You're going to break the pots. Now, if you have to go back, it's difficult, but you can do it. So we're just going to break all these pots. And then I switch to my sword, put my sword down, and the reason for that is because I have an empty hand. I need an empty hand to do my next thing. I am a little bit more meticulous about this. People don't do it this way, but it has saved my life many times. Another thing, if you grab one of these and it does this where it's all up on your body, do not try and set it down there, because it most oftentimes will launch you away. Even if it just pushes you a little bit, it will launch you. And you don't have a lot of space to give to being launched, because we're going to step on that, and then if we're pushed even a little bit, we will fall into the stupid green stuff. Okay, now when I put this next one here, you have to find, because there's like an invisible barrier, but it doesn't align with like, oh, it's this big. You just have to find it so it sits down. You can leave it poking up a little bit and you'll be fine, but I don't like to risk any part here because we've made it very far now. So, in my opinion, be safe. So I'm going to jump on there, trigger those guys, and I'm going to run back. And the nice thing is I can jump, and I don't have to worry about it. And then I get far enough away, I can kill those guys, and then I can start killing him. It's really, again, this is largely solo run specific. And the reason I say that is because if you died here, typically one of your teammates can revive you, but not always, so still recommend it. Some people don't want to do it. Try and shoot these guys before they get past the green stuff, so that you can knock them into it. Okay, and then these guys will spawn. I tend to stay here for this first round for sure, and now I'm going to run away, because it's a little overwhelming with those guys over there. I wasn't able to see where they were, and they're, well, there, he's over there, but there's a grenade shooting cannon guy, and unfortunately I cannot guarantee where he will come from. So he may, or where he'll be. He may spawn up there, or he may spawn over there. Typically, he'll spawn up there if you're on this side. So like I was already like in a precarious situation, so I couldn't really afford to not run away, because if he spawns while I'm trying to defend against these guys, he's gonna kill me. So now I'm gonna run up here and like start shooting as I go up in order to hit him and try to hit him. It's so hard to hit them through that fence thing or whatever. Then we kill him, everybody's dead, woohoo. Now it's sword time, because we're going to be fighting lots of witches. So we come here, there'll be two. We'll try to hit both of them back. If I can, I'll use the sword. I shouldn't hit it too low for both of them, but that will happen sometimes. Not just that, but you'll hit them into each other. Oftentimes because sorry, just a second. Let's make it through here. So what I'm doing here is I'm running away as per usual, because I need to kill those guys, but I also am going to focus on the witch, because the witches I can really survive if I'm like hiding, but those guys are so difficult. Now the witches are kind of hiding themselves, so I'm going to try getting these guys done. Now keep your shield up and defended at all times, and if you see one coming, and by one of them I mean the purple balls, remember you can bounce it back with your shield. So annoying. There we go. Alright, and now let's get where we can hit them back, but don't get too close. And here we go. We're done. Or so we think. That noise typically means the end of the level, but not the end of the level. It is all a lie. There's a second boomstick up here. There's some more shields, and then there's some bow and arrows. Boomsticks, bow and arrows are required for this. I'm not very good with a bow and arrow. I'm not fast. I can't do the double shot, any of that. I use these. I feel like these are remedial compared to those, but it is what it is. You need to step on here. It'll tell you there are more enemies. That means the bog monsters are all going to pop up. I run over here, especially when I'm by myself, but I run over here because of this stuff. It really kind of helps keep you safe. Now these tentacles that pop up, be very careful because they shoot those things, and if they hit you, you're dead. So they become my primary focus. Alright, he's going up in the air with me. Glitch out. I've had him go above the ceiling where I couldn't get him anymore. Okay, I'm running away from here because he's getting too aggressive. Since he's jumping up, I can't hide behind this stump. And with these guys, you want to keep hitting them when you're trying to take them down, because when they're stunned, they won't fight you. Can't show you a normal battle, but essentially that's what you're going to do. But when you're over here, when he stays in the green stuff, he will shoot over occasionally if you jump a lot like I was doing, but not very often. Most of the time he will just shoot at the thing, so you've got the two that will go beside it, but the one is in the middle is blocked. So when it's blocked, then you don't have to worry about it, and you just can focus on the tentacle things. Now this level, when you spawn, just go straight through. Don't stop, don't look for anything, there's nothing back there that you need. Just come all the way through because you want to make it past that steam. If you hesitate for any reason, if you don't just start walking, wait for that steam to show up and go away. It will kill you otherwise. It's happened many times. We're going to go ahead and kill this guy. We killed the other guy. We're not going to follow him in there because we don't want to spawn the next, or not spawn, we don't want to awaken, or alert, that's the right word, the next group until we're ready. So there are four, I believe it's four of those grenade guys bundled together over here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk forward, turn, and start shooting. I'm actually going to start shooting before I turn so that I can hit them and like do my dangest to kill them before they can get to me. Now one of them may have gotten down. I'm not sure. He didn't. But if they do, if one of them gets down, they will come over here and they will shoot at you from the edge of this curtain, and they will make it over the edge of that curtain, and they will kill you. So try and get them before they do that. Now there's some goblin guys over there. Typically I try not to hit them until I kill these guys, but this is really an easy part. Once you kill those cannon guys, this part's like a walk in the park and before the next section. Again, you don't break the pot yourself, you don't get the credit, so don't blow those up. That one or that one. I throw these down, especially when I'm by myself. Some of them I throw far, and some of them I just drop, and I'll tell you why in a moment. Go over here, we're going to break these pots. I think, by the way, from this level, I think this is the last level you can ever have or get a boomstick or whatever. They are no longer available. Now, I forget about this almost every time. There are 4 tiny pots right here. Trying for all the points, gotta get those pots. Actually, I don't think you can get a boomstick in this level. I was thinking there was one right there. Alright. Well, what we're going to do now, we're going to drink this. There's going to be shield guys popping up. I believe there's 8 of them that come in total. This boomstick is really important because it keeps them pushed back. But we're going to drink. You have to go down a little bit. Alright, try and hit them because as you can see, it does a good job of hurting them. Face itch. Okay, so we killed all of those. But there is a grenade launcher person that I want to kill over there first. So if I drink this, it's a 1 hit. So I'm gonna drink another one. And I'm gonna come up here as fast as I can. I'm gonna shoot as far forward, and I didn't kill him. So I need to be prepared for him to show up. So I am going up here because it's easier to kill these guys. And I'm gonna stand here. But you need to be watching here because he's going to show up right there. And when he shows up, he can hit you. Okay, good, we're safe. He can hit you, and then you die, and it's very sad. What I do here is I just shoot them from above, and you can hit their back, and they keep trying to hit you through the wall. I think there's another one that didn't come. I know there's another one that didn't come. I don't know why, though. They always come together. More people. I like to stay up here and fight them. Just like safe kind of. This round it is. You don't have to worry as much about being attacked, and by yourself it can be overwhelming. I don't believe they can get you up here. The birds can, and I'm sure you saw their little things. But the birds can get you up there, but I don't think the goblins can, but try to make it so they don't get up there in case they do. I don't know that they can. Oh, no, there is more booms. I don't know that I've ever experienced the death here, but... So I'm going to run through, I'm going to break those pots up there that you see, and I'm going to get to the other side. On the way over there, in fact, you can see his sword right there. There's a goblin, and there's probably one in the next room. After that, they stand there. I don't really know why. They should be triggered and come through, but they're not most of the time. So I'm going to break that. I'm going to run over here. I'm going to do my best to not hit the pot below me, the barrel, and then come through. Sometimes there's a guy in there too. There's one here, and now birds will spawn. No, red guys spawn. I forget about that every time. And I just shoot them. Watch over here. Okay, now the birds can spawn. There's typically one that spawns here. I focus on him because I can block over here. And then I get the rest of them. There's 2 waves of these guys, I believe. And a lot of times they'll come right here. And so don't try and run in there because you're running into them. And normally there's a few here. But we spawn more, so kill him. And then we'll spawn the red ones in a moment, but there's going to be a bunch of more. There's going to be one in there. There should be more. Real fast because we're spawning the red guys, angry birds as they call them. Oh, I didn't realize that. Okay, so when we kill the first one, it spawns those barrel guys. These barrel guys are super mean and aggressive, so we're gonna run here because we want to kill them. But we don't want to die ourselves. So I'm coming in here on purpose because I want to lure them over here because I want to shoot that. I believe I probably got them both, but maybe not. Where is it? Okay, I was like, I'm being stupid by not looking around, but so normally, in my experience, they don't actually come together. You have to kind of get them to come together. and so they don't always do it. I can't always do quite what I did. That was actually very convenient. But a lot of times I actually take them upstairs because it gives you a chance to run away and get positioned and get places where you can blow them up. You've got 3 up here. That one's desperation one. That one works, but it's hard as well because you're kind of trapped in there and you can disarm yourself. This one's the golden one because they have to come up here to get over there. Like, they cannot get here in any other way. And so you can wait for them to get close, and you can even wait for them to get there and shoot it, and it could kill anything within a decent range. And the blast radius is bigger than what you saw there, which I kind of like, but I also find annoying. The other one I'll use is this, because you can drag them through here. Be very careful, that steam will get you through the wall, and shoot them right there as they turn the corner. Alright, so those are all my tips for this section. Alright, and the reason I got those barrels, of course, or those pots, of course, is because that barrel would have broken. Alright, now this one, wait a moment, like, don't run like we did in the last one, because that will get you. Once it does it, come up here, break all these pots. There is a, not a secret pot, but a pot I didn't know about for quite a while right there. Then we're going to come up here. When you get here, there's 2 things to think about. There's a pot right there, that little pot. If you don't break it, you won't get the points, because there's a barrel right there that we want to shoot. For sure we want to shoot because it kills all those guys. But if you want to try and get the points, like if you've died a lot of times and you're like, maybe I need the points, you need to shoot it first, and then come and shoot that right away. And oftentimes get them all still, but not always. So if you were, there was a big pot here. I don't know if you heard it break, but I broke it, oddly enough. But if you're not worried about that point, again, it's only 50. You probably will be okay, but I will tell you, I was playing with my friends, and we literally missed S-rank by 50 points. So it could be good depending on how often you died. Alright, so we've got that. And again, there's a pot there that almost nobody knows about for some reason. We're going to come through here, shoot that while the steam is there, come here. Like, just so you're not like bored. Go through, and now we're just gonna go through and try and beat these next guys. There is a trick that I'll show you that I typically only ever do when I'm with a group of people, and that's to come here, and you can jump up, and you're able to fight here. It's not always helpful because there's like a lot of things happening, and by the time it would be helpful, you would have a bunch of guys and there's other places to stand, so I don't recommend it. Got stuff right there. I try to knock these guys, I don't succeed most of the time. Alright, so I triggered him. These guys, I oftentimes do use my sword, and it's because it takes so long otherwise. But if you're here, they can't get you when they push forward, but oh, that was weird. But they can get you on the chop, and they don't move straight like you would think every time. See? I'm trying to kill myself, clearly. So I want them to split up. Okay, so I just triggered those guys, and I wasn't ready for them. Typically, I do not spawn both of those guys or trigger both of those guys. I now will blow that up. I don't always blow that up right away either because of the fact that I want to hit them. But you know what I'm going to do actually? I'm going to come over here. I'm going to blow this one up. I'm not having less. Oh, that worked. I'm not having a less than successful round. I have never been able to do that before, by the way. I wouldn't rely on it, is what I guess I will do. these guys you can knock down, and I would recommend trying. Again, the shields are strong. Alright, we got everything. Yay. There's 3 pots back here. Big one and 2 little. Most people don't see him. We're going to use this hanging barrel to blow this guy up. And then there are 2 grenade guys that will show up over here. You'll see them spawn. You can try to come back here to this other part that I showed you and shoot them. It's not necessarily the best idea because you trigger all of those guys and they can hit really far. So I'm gonna go ahead and not do that. There's also a cannon guy that spawns on the ground. I was gonna jump and just realized don't. So be aware of him. And don't go too far forward. There's a pallet of barrels right there. I try not to use it because there's a bunch of barrel guys that will spawn. That looks like I'm going to. I shot too much of it. But I wanted to kill those. Now, you do not want to kill everything until you kill the grenade guys up here. So come here and go shoot, but keep an eye on the fact that you may have birds come around or they can hit you. Do not use the barrels. You really don't want to use those for this for sure. There are also some pots here, and then there is pots in the other alcove. Try and knock them into the lava. Run over here. There's going to be some shield guys that spawn over here. We're going to try and knock them in. Nope. Don't forget, they can get through your shield. So you have to bring out your sword. Sword is forgotten by me a lot. Again, try not to use those barrels. Try not to accidentally hit them or anything. Get a little chaotic, but you really want to keep them. And this was a good time for that other barrel. After this one, the little bird. After we kill the little bird, so we don't want to, but we're probably going to because red bird being a butthead. But after that one, oh damn. It's okay if we break one, but we don't want to break both of them for sure. So it's gonna spawn a bunch of really, like walking goblins. Okay, so there, and then they'll spawn over here too. So just get up here. Shoot, shoot, shoot. They can't get you. Don't worry. Be afraid. There's obviously be a lot of them. When you get to a certain level of them being dead, those guys spawn over there. Do worry about them, they can't get you. So, okay, we want to run over here because we want them to cross. That's why we wanted to keep these barrels. And we didn't get enough of them to feel good, so we're going to wait for them to come close. And then we're going to run over here. We're going to run all the way back over here. They're going to... Perfect. We're going to lure them here. And blow them. Now, shoot here right away. Birds, keep shooting, because we're going to keep them down. And then keep shooting. There's a bunch of angry goblins. Just focus on shooting in that crevice. I don't know why I jumped, but I do. Keep shooting. You want to keep the birds shooting you. And then you win. We did it. So there's some pots we'll get, and there is another exploding one that I didn't get. So I'm going to come around and get that. And then there's a pot right here. And that's all of them. So now we're going to go on. If you lose your boomstick in this level, by the way, because you got too close and were disarmed, you will have no boomstick. There is not another one. And this is the next level before the boss. It's very, very useful to have a boomstick. Unless you're really good at the bow. Again. Alright, and have a shield. Always have a shield. Okay, we're gonna go up here, and this level is shockingly not difficult. I should never say that because I'm gonna die, but there are 3 guys over there too, by the way. They will get those, and say they will get triggered. I tend to come out and shoot them first. Especially when I'm with a group, because people get caught, like I was just about to get caught, unaware of them coming over. I almost got caught because I thought I killed him. But there's one pot down here, and then there's a couple up top. What we're going to do is we're going to go up top. We're going to trigger the guys. So up. Right here, I shoot these pots first because I don't want them to be blown up by these. I'm going to come over here. We spawn some guys down below. That's what that was. I'm going to shoot right here, and then I'm going to come around here because I want to spawn these guys. And I'm going to shoot these guys. I didn't mean to shoot them off the edge, but if we get overwhelmed, we run down, not to land on that guy, but and I wasn't actually overwhelmed, but we run down here so we can get safe, because there's sometimes too many. Now be careful because they'll spawn again, new ones will spawn, and that guy's not dead. That's why I ran past him. There's flying guys that just spawned, and when I ran past him, I used my shield. I try not to use those except for the other ones. Remember, sword if you're trapped. Oddly trapped myself. Sword if you're trapped. Oh Lord! Really got myself in a pickle. Oh, the mother wasn't expecting me to run. Alright, okay, calm down, guys. Okay. This was a little bit more intense than it should have been. Only because I said that this was an easier level. So, I don't have any more explosive barrels. Like I said, I normally save these ones up here for the elites because of how many of these things they shoot. But we've got it under control now. Let's all take a breath. That was intense. But anyways, I like to save them. Oh, wait, glitch there. If it glitches, I'm going to be peeved. But there's some down here we could have brought them down. As they get close, we can explode these and get them. But we came down here to blow them up because, again, points. Alright, everything's dead. We're moving on to the boss. Now, you have to have a sword. Really, you have to have a sword and a shield, but a lot of people are weird about shields. I don't know why. They don't understand how powerful they are. But I'll show you in a minute why. Basically, you already seen me do it, but it's where you kind of use your shield to bounce back those balls and your sword at the same time. So you get up here all sorts of different ways. This is literally the fastest way. To go up that ladder, jump on that ladder, and then come here. People go that way a lot. I don't know why they're weird. But take your sword out, be ready. Come up, grab it. Alright, so there's a bunch of swords. Cool. I don't know if there are shields. Now, I've never seen one that I can remember. Now, there are some bow and arrows right there. I find those to be pointless. Unless you're really, really good with them. But even if you're really, really good with them, they only work so much. Like, there's only so much of a point for having them. Alright, now, I fight up over here, you'll see. You can get in a couple of those windows. I don't recommend it. I used to fight in that one. I won in that one the first time, but I don't recommend it. You have to come out here to trigger it. Right there, you hear her scream, or him. Don't judge. Oh my gosh. Don't do that. Come over here, because we got to... Okay, whoa, calm down, lady. We got to hit them. Do not know how that equated to 3. But normally you have to bounce back the thing 3 times. Shoot these guys to the best of your ability. They're kind of far away. We're staying here. They can't really get us. I'm not really stressed out about them, but I will shoot them. What did I do? Did I drop them? Okay, no. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is pretty much the rest of the game is just spaz out. And the reason I do this is, is because it will keep me alive when it comes to basically everything. Hide behind my shield and spaz out. Now, there are lots of witches. Okay, we won. We did it. We beat Crimson Cauldron solo. Guarantee we got an S rank because we had 29,000 when we came in. Or 2,900. We did it. 300,16650. I think 317 was my highest. And again, I don't really know how. I know I missed something in level 2. But you can jump in this and you don't die. That's pretty much all I have to share with you of how we get through this level. That little thing over there that I do is very stressful, it is very freaky, and it's very exhausting. But as you saw, it is it is perfect almost. Now, you can still die if you're not careful and if you're not moving fast enough. So if there's even a little bit like this, those cheese balls can break through or whatever. A couple of them almost did on mine. Or the goblins can get you with a sword. But duck down and do this. Now, if you're a tall player, stop being tall in this moment. You want to be down, you want to be low. Because then your body's covered, your head is covered, and doing this knocks those balls back every time. And as you saw, we win. So,
Press the stop button on the
I
scoreboard to play.
hope this helps somebody or a couple of you guys. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. My @thing in Rec Room is @HappyHippo1213. I don't have that anymore. For my display name, but you can see right here @HappyHippo1213. This profile picture, by the way, is where I beat Jumbotron for the first time and the only time at this point so far. But alright guys, well, good luck, happy questing. Good luck, happy questing, and I'll see you around.